Oh, the old camera timed out on me again. Not sure where it timed out on me, so I'll just kind of go over what I was saying. If I had to recommend one of these knives to you, it would be probably one of these two. It would be my best picks. Either the Mora Bushcraft or the Mora MG Heavy Duty. If you're limited to $20 or less, 100% go with this one. If you can swing $40 or less, I'd find this one. You can get these Mora Bushcraft under $30 if you really research. If you take your time and look for it. Otherwise, I think around 35 bucks you can pick these up. And I think it's worth it. If for nothing else, it's worth it just to get this sheath. This is definitely an upgraded sheath compared to the one that comes with this one, the one that comes with the heavy duty and the companion. I definitely find this to be a lot better sheath. I think the sheath itself is going to last longer than this one will. And it's just a more comfortable handle. It's got a better finger choil here and all. The whole thing is rubberized rather than just this handle being rubberized and the finger choil isn't rubberized. I think that's a real lacking in safety feature there, because I can definitely see my finger. If you're not paying attention, I can see someone's finger going over the edge and getting cut with this one. But this, I think you have a lot less chance of that happening. Just a deeper finger choil. It's been very nicely shaped, very ergonomically. I just think this is a better knife. I definitely think it's worth the extra money. But if you can't swing that, this is definitely a good alternative. $18 you can probably find it for. Definitely under 20. So if price is your main concern, go with the MG Heavy Duty. But I will say I still have absolutely no problem recommending the Mora Companion, the normal one, not the Heavy Duty. So if you want to stay under $15, if you're really on a budget, this would be definitely a great knife. But like I said, the main problem with this is the sheath. It's thinner than the Mora Heavy Duty. I think for the extra $3, I can get this for 15. I picked that up for 18. For $3 more, unless your primary issue is weight or something, I'd upgrade to the Heavy Duty over the normal MG, the companion here. Even though I have used this a lot, this is not the first testing I've done on this knife, and it definitely holds up. But I think that the Heavy Duty will hold up longer for you. I like the fact that you're getting a little thicker steel. It just gives you a feeling of security. But my overall favorite one would be this one. For bushcrafting, for a survival knife or something to put in a go bag or a bug out bag, something like that, something to carry around in a car just in case you need a knife. This would be a great knife. I could even see this turning into something that maybe you're being attacked by a bear. I don't think you'll have any problem using this to defend yourself either. I really do like the Mora Bushcraft. I forget what other colors this comes in. It doesn't only come in black. Pretty sure it comes in an olive drab as well, and possibly some other colors. I'm not sure. I didn't talk much today about this one. I have done testing with the Mora LightMyFire Fire Steel. The LightMyFire knife, I guess is what it's called. The cool thing about this knife is it actually has a fire steel built into the handle. So you can use that to start up your fires. That is a really handy feature. I would worry a little bit about losing it perhaps. But you can still kind of work with it. The handle's a little bit smaller. It's a thinner blade, kind of like the 546. So I wouldn't put it to real heavy duty use. You could definitely make feather sticks and things like that with it, You can probably split smaller pieces of wood without any issue, but this is definitely a good knife for processing game, processing food, and starting a fire. Plus it has the fire steel in it. I didn't really do any work with this one. I guess I should. Just to show you that it's not going to fall apart if you do happen to use it in some wood processing. I guess I'd better do a little bit of wood processing for you with it. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm actually kind of twisting the blade in. That puts a little extra stress on the blade. Just to find out what she's made of. Take a look at her. Be a little bit of flex on this blade, so it may have bent a little bit. As I said, this is the same thickness as the 546, so it's not exactly a heavy duty knife. It's really, I don't know. There might be a slight bend to it. It's difficult to detect. Detect? The hell kind of word is detect? Pretty difficult to detect, but I think there might be a slight bend to it. Nothing like the 546 was, but probably wouldn't recommend real hard use on this knife. It's a thinner knife. It's not as wide, and it is stainless steel as well. I definitely prefer the carbon steel on the MORAs, even though you got to worry a little bit about it rusting. I haven't had them rust at all. they're more prone to rust than this would be, but I honestly haven't seen them start rusting at all. The only thing I've seen is the patina start forming on my companion. But you can definitely use this for making traps and whatnot. And that's a really nice notch I put in there. But as far as batoning with it, it's a little thin. You can, I will, if you really had to, maybe, but I wouldn't recommend it. I'd definitely go with one of the other ones. This is more of a novelty piece, honestly. It's nice to have that fire steel in there, I think. Some people might find that super useful. I carry a fire steel with me, so I don't necessarily need that. But it is cool to have both of them together. However, if you do lose your fire steel and your handle becomes very uncomfortable, it's really short without the fire steel. You can still use it, but I really wouldn't want to have to. But definitely a decent knife. Just probably not good for batoning and whatnot. Not sure if they make a carbon steel edition of the LightMyFire knife. This one's a stainless. Alright guys, anyway, thanks for joining me. I hope I didn't talk too much. Hope this isn't too long. I'll probably cut a lot out and shorten it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments or send me a PM. And I'll see you next time around. I'm becoming a real big believer in these Mora knives. Considering the prices they are, I mean, the value is really high. These Mora knives, I reckon they beat out almost any other knife, not almost, all other knives out there, especially in this price point. In this price point, I don't think you're going to find anything as good as a Mora knife. I really don't. And I think they perform at knives that would be well over their price range, up into the $100. I could see paying for one of these knives. I think they perform that well. So for under 40 bucks, every single one of these knives, freaking excellent deals. All right, guys, this sheath, about the same as the companions. It works, but I can see it failing. All right, I'm Z, signing out, peace.
Of all the money that e'er I spent it in good company, and of all the harm that e'er I've done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit to memory I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. If I had money enough to spend and leisure time to sit a while, there is a fair maid in this town who saw